Hello friends, welcome to day 2 of our 10-day yoga challenge. Today's practice is called the unserious practice. So brace yourself for a little bit of fun, a little bit of silliness, and I will meet you on your mat standing. So today we're starting our practice standing, and we will shake off a little bit of tension and stress and build up a little bit of dynamics for today. So start by shaking your hands as if you're trying to get rid of excess water. Take it into the arms. Maybe start jumping a little bit, shaking your legs and feet as well, allowing your arms to just jump, spaghetti arms. Feel free to do whatever movement comes to you. Shaking it from side to side, allowing your arms to flop. Until we come into stillness and into center. Take your feet a little wider. We will inhale, lift your arms up. And then as you exhale, bend your knees and swing your arms back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, back. I call this the wood chopper or the skier. So really make it a big movement. A lot of energy. Breathing through your nose or exhaling through your mouth. Feels good. We're sometimes scared to do big movements in our lives, so this is an invitation to make it big. Squat down as deep as your body allows you. We'll take 2 more. One last one. Inhale, come up. Nice and stable. Maybe interlace your fingers. Reach up. Tiny back bend, reaching up through your heart. Your feet are still a little wider, turned out. As you next exhale, come down into Malasana, Yogic squat. So feel free to adjust your feet. Take them as wide as you need to keep your heels on the ground, or you can roll a towel and bring it under your heels to have a little bit of a lift. And we're going to move from side to side, just to allow the hips to get used to this deep squat. Maybe coming back to our breath. Maybe it's a good moment to notice how you're feeling. And then from here, we're going to take a little hip mobility exercise. So staying with both feet firmly on the ground. Maybe you need to lift up a little bit. It's quite a workout. We're going to tap one knee to the ground, come back to center, and tap the other knee. Come back to center, come with me. Tapping down, back up, and the opposite. And up. Let's take it one more time. And up, and the opposite. That is burning. And back up. Well done. Bring your hands on the ground and then lift your bum up. Heel toes your feet a little wider for a wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, lift up, come into flat back. And if you see that your back is bending, you can always stay a little higher up or use blocks under your hands. Wherever you are, as you exhale, fold slightly deeper, only where your body allows you. If your hands are fully on the ground, keep them on the level of your feet. Bring the elbows closer together, arms parallel. And then imagine you're trying to slide the mat forward, bringing you a little bit of depth. Know that you can always bend your knees a little bit. Couple of breaths here in Prasarita. And with your next inhale, come halfway up. And then walk your hands to the right, perhaps with your blocks. Try to keep your hips square. With your left hand, hold on to your right shin. And then as you exhale, fold towards your right leg. Another breath. As you inhale, come up back to center and over to the opposite leg. inhale, get ready. If you're using blocks, you might be higher up, that's fine. As you exhale, fall a little deeper. Either holding onto your leg or a prop. One last breath. Inhale, come back up and to center. Now bring your heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, each hand onto one knee, and then press yourself up into goddess pose. So open your arms, cactus shape, palms up. Channeling your inner goddess, tailbone pointing down, strong legs. Let's challenge ourselves by going maybe even a little deeper. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Step your feet a little closer together, but still relatively wider than your hips. And we're going to practice the lion's breath. The lion's breath is very expressive, it's fun, and it's very energetic. And as you're probably following this challenge from home, if there's nobody around, you can really put everything into that. So what's going to happen is we're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, hands onto your bent knees, tongue out, eyes wide open, and make a lion sound. We're going to do this a few times, so let's go together. As you inhale, exhale, 2 more. And the last one. Come back into standing. Close your eyes. And we're going to move on. We have the last, let's say, balancing fun pose ahead of us. So stand perhaps with your feet together to start with. Tighten your bum, nice and strong. Ground it from your feet, ground it from your hips, and long from your rib cage or from your waist. We're going to shift the weight to the right. Bend your left knee and bring your ankle just above your knee. Do not press onto the joint, so on your thigh, just above your knee. Flex your left foot, press the knee open. This is your starting position. Hands in prayer in front of your chest. Bend your right knee, start sitting back. Remember, this is the unserious practice, so whatever happens in this pose, just laugh about it. Now you might be somewhere here, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. Let's take a breath. And now the fun part. We're going to bring the hands on the ground. You may need to round your back. So you reach on the floor, feel free to use blocks or a chair. And then maybe your right heel will lift, that's okay. Come down, squat. Takes a little bit of wobbling around. Now your right heel is literally in between your bum cheeks. That's where it's supposed to be, that's correct. So you may want to stay here, but if you want to have a little bit of fun with me, reflex your left foot, keep your legs nice and stable. Playing with the toes of your right foot, we're going to try to lift the hands up and stay. Oh my God. And if you fall, that's perfectly fine. It's gonna happen to all of us. I know this is my stronger side. So collect yourself and we're gonna come back up for the other side. So again, standing with the feet together. Do not hesitate to use props. If you have a little stool or blocks, all of that is amazing and very smart thing to do. So shift your weight to your left. Bend your right knee. Bring the ankle just above your knee. And first we're going to flex the left foot, press the knee away, and squat back, figure 4 stretch. Yeah, it's a really nice stretch of the bum. Let's take a breath here, preparing for what's to come. Hands reach down on the floor, maybe around your back a little bit. Now allow your heel to lift as you come down into squat. Left heel in between your bum cheeks. Flex that right foot, it really helps with balance. And now let's give it a try. Let's give it a few tries, that's okay. Maybe hands in prayer. Yes. And whenever you fall, we're going to stay on the ground. So come into Dandasana, nice upright seat with legs stretched forward. Feel free to use folded blanket under your bum to lift your hips a little higher up for easier access, or smarter access, I'd like to say. You can always bend your knees. Inhale and lift up. Exhale, reach forward, landing on your shins, ankles, or hooking your big toes. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold forward. Keeping the neck in extension of your spine. Reaching back through your sit bones, forward through your heels. Make sure that your elbows are bent in whichever position you are so that you can relax your shoulders and they are not hugging your chest in. And with your next inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. We're going to come down on our back. So lie down comfortably, keep your knees bent, feet together. And then open your knees apart, feet stay together. Feel free to grab a cushion or a bolster or a block under your knees, under your thighs, if you'd like a little bit of support, if this is not comfortable. And then you can grab your elbows and bring your arms overhead. And this is your final relaxation. So take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Maybe one more time. Letting go of any tension, anything that is no longer needed. And if there is one single tension that may stay in your body, that would be your smile. Other than that, relax your body, your mind, your heart. Take as much time as you need in this reclined butterfly pose and feel free to switch into regular Shavasana whenever you feel like it's calling you. Thank you so much for joining in today, and I will see you tomorrow.